Okay, hello there guys, welcome back to another LibGDX video tutorial. So in the previous video we improved the enemy a little bit. We added a feature to the stage so that we could make an enemy direct your spaceship right away. So today we are going to create a new type of enemy, and this enemy will be able to target you okay by shooting a number of bullets, if that makes sense. Okay, so in order to do that, first let us create a sprite for our friend. So let me open the recent file. Let me go to the sprite sheet of the game. View, I'll show the grid and image and configure the grid. And what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 by 16 make things easier for me. I always use tiles 16 by 16, but you could use, other numbers. There's no problem there. Okay, so I need to create two sprites. So the first one is going to be the new enemy. So I'm gonna copy this. There you go. So this is gonna be the first one, and we are gonna paste that, edit, and we paste it here. That's fine. And I'll make things a little bit tight here. So what do? We will put the enemy here, and also I will recolor him, or it actually, color and select colorize. And now we could change the coloring of the enemy. We don't want it red, we already have a red one. We don't want it green, maybe a blue, or some magenta. Make it blue. We could change the saturation level or make it less saturated, like that, and increase the lighting or reduce. Let me improve the saturation here, and also, yeah, I think this will be very good. So this is the first one, and the next thing we want to do is to create the bullet of the enemy. Okay, so here I'm gonna copy the one I created here. Okay, sorry, let me just copy this one, edit, and we copy this. So basically we have two things that we should worry about. The first one is the sprite itself. Okay, so the sprite will have the same movement as the original, but we will have another thing here, which is the ability to add enemy shots. Okay, so before we do that, we need to reverse the direction. Or you know what? Yeah, I will reverse that. So let me see, where is that? Where is the flipping part? Flip tool. And let me go to window, tool options. There you go, vertical flipping. There you go, that's fine. And one last thing, I need to go to color and colorize. Yeah, and the hue saturation, we will choose something with very high saturation value. We could increase this guy here and give it an OK. And finally, we should move this to where? We need to move this, put it here. Here will be perfect. Okay. And we save. So go to File and Overwrite. Okay, so this is fine. This is perfect. Let's go to the our project, and you know what? I won't make sync. Make the project sync the files. Let me see if we could load the texture successfully. So where's the green enemy? This is the green enemy. We are going to create another one that will inherit the green enemy, but with the ability to shoot bullets, if that makes sense. So let me go here and select a new Java class, and instead of a green enemy, now this time this is going to be blue enemy. Okay, and I'm gonna give it an OK here. That's fine. And where's the green enemy? You know what? I'm going to copy everything. Okay, so where is the blue enemy file? Okay, it is gonna have this, it is going to have almost the same things, but anyway. So instead of a green, there's gonna be blue. There you go. So spaceship texture, shift, blah blah blah. This is the constructor, so there's gonna be blue. That's fine. Blue enemy, that's fine. Now the texture. So I need to set the X and Y. So the X is here, it's 0, but the Y value need to be, let me see, it's 3 by 16. I am lazy, so I'm gonna create 3 by 16. And the reason for that, check this out. This is 1 box, 2 box, 3 boxes multiplied by 16, or you could just say it's 48. Okay. This is the width, this is the height, all's fine, I suppose. And that's it. So maximum angle, this HP, no problem here. The update, blah blah blah, all the same. That's fine. And finally, let's go to our friend. Where's the stage management? Stages. This is stage management. Good. So this is the type 0. This is the type 1, which is the green enemy. Maybe I should just, you know, it's gonna be red enemy slash 3-headed enemy. Okay, so 3 heads, 3-head enemy, whatever. Okay. I made it as a test and a joke, but now, you know, it's an enemy. Anyway, so this is gonna be the green one, green enemy. That's fine. And finally, we are going to copy this and just say that if this one is 2, then this is gonna be blue enemy. Okay, so instead of this is gonna be what? This is gonna be blue enemy. That makes sense. And Control C, Control V, semicolon. That's fine. And yeah, very straightforward. So in order to test this, we simply need to do the following. Let us go to our assets folder and let's go to stage 3. And now let us create 2 enemies here. So the timer is going to be 15. It's going to be 15, 15, and this enemy is going to be number 2. Okay, and now we run the game. And if all goes well, we should see a blue enemy. Okay, so the first green one, the second green one, third, and the fourth, the group of 4 or 3, sorry. And now the combination of our friends, and yeah, as you can see here, awesome. So what I want to do, I don't want this blue enemy to be that difficult to attack because it will be shooting bullets towards you. So now the blue enemy is a little bit different. Basically, I won't give it the oscillation like the others, right? So we have this guy, and as for the update, I won't change anything. Okay. However, I will keep the update method that will call the super method later on. okay, for a very specific reason, which is I will create some kind of a timer which will make the enemy attack me later on. Okay, so now if we run this, and go, oh come on, let's move here. Okay, quickly my friend. Okay, now we need to see the two blue enemies. There you go. They are flying fast. Perfect. Yeah, so far so good. This is so great. So what we need to do now is to create the enemy bullet. Okay, so in order to do that, we have this shot sprite. We will do something that is very, very similar. So we will go right click here and select a new class. And this is gonna be enemy shot. Okay, so this is gonna be the enemy shot. I'll hit an OK here. So where is the shot? This is the normal shot here. Control C. Where is the enemy shot? Where is that? Enemy. Enemy shot. There you go. So I'll paste this here. This is gonna be enemy shot, whatever. This is gonna be also enemy shot. There you go. So the location or the x-axis of the shot itself, this is at location what? 48. Okay, this is the size, this is the speed y. Now this is gonna be a little bit different. So instead of this, it will be I'm not sure, maybe I will use an angle with this one, but I will set this to true, and this is going to be 0. I will just say absolute speed equals 30. Okay, and here angle equals 60, whatever. Okay, so that is fine. Attack, and also we will need to we have rendering sprite here. Yeah, so the sprite is gonna render itself. Set color. Okay, well, I don't have to do anything. All I have to do here is just okay, so now this one needs to be rotated. Okay, here the rendering, I'm just drawing the sprite without any changes, if that makes sense. So the render method need to be updated, if that makes sense. So I'll have to just copy these two guys and go to enemy shot here and get rid of these two guys, paste this one. So instead of this, what did I call it here? This is gonna be shot texture. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, oops. Wait a second. Let's see. This one. This one. Good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And the last one is this one. this one, this one, this one. Okay, here, here. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Now, I will save this. Okay, so this is the enemy shot, if that makes sense. And now let's go back to our blue enemy. Okay, so this is our blue enemy here, and now I will just say, I'll just say simply public float shot timer equals, let's say, okay, so 2000 means, or let's say, or you know what, 2, and 2 here means 2 seconds. Okay, so here all I have to do, I will say the following: if not enabled, I'll just return, that's it. Otherwise I will just say shot timer minus equal time in second. There you go. Now if shot timer smaller than 0, at that point shot timer equals what? Shot timer equals 2. Okay, and now the enemy should have a shot, so we will have to create a new shot object. So enemy shot es equals a new enemy shot. Enemy shot. Okay, so we created this one, and es.x equals this dot x, and es.y equals this dot y. Now the important thing here is that I need to set the angle of this shot so that it points towards the player, if that makes sense. Okay, so now this is the tricky part. I have to find the angle. Now I'm not good with math, but let me see what could we figure out very quickly. So here, let's go to insert, and okay, so let's say that this is the enemy, and this is what? This is your spaceship. Okay, so I will mark the enemy as red or something like that. Okay, so just to explain things very quickly, now the enemy, let's say he's flying at this direction. Now the shot should go to in this direction. So what do we know? What do we have here that we know? We know the distance from here to here, right? And also we know the distance from here to here. Okay, so this is delta y, this is delta x, and this angle, if we get this divided by this, we will get the tangent. Okay, so we should, if we know the tangent, we could reverse that and we get the angle, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go and do that. Okay, so so float dx equals this dot x minus, what do we have? We need g0 in game dot player dot x semicolon, and what also do we have? Dy. So we will use the y here. Okay, so now we got the x and the y. Now again we need to divide this, the delta x on delta y. So I will just say if dy doesn't equals to 0. Okay, this is very great because it means we could continue here. Okay, so we would say float tan, the value of the tan or the tangent, it is dx divided by dy. Okay, so es dot angle equals tan inverse. What was the function for tan inverse? Right, math dot a tan. Yeah, I suppose it right? Was it a tan? I can't remember actually. Anyway, so I'll pass tangent of the angle, and this should return the angle itself. Now this is float, so this is gonna be double. Change this to double in order to get rid of, oh no, float, just make this get the float. Okay, so we get to set this one like that. And one last thing is that we need to add this shot to the list of available sprites. So game, wait a second, G01 game dot enemy, or what was it? What was it? The name of the list. I'm forgetting things all the time. Explode, absolute, sprite sheet. No, the player, input management. What was it? Frame buffer. No, not that. Physical, blah blah blah. Credits. No, credit stage screen. Array sprite. Okay, so stage enemies. It is the stage enemies. So here, what do we have? Game, blue enemy. Yeah. So game. I think. Where is that? So stage enemies. So this need to be public, so that I could access it. Public static. I should make it static so that everyone could access that, right? So go back here, stage enemies dot add. I need to add ES. So this is the shot, and it should go towards the player. Okay, and what else do we have? We need to say es dot enabled equals true. Okay. Okay. One very important thing here. I will have to check the location of the sprite or the shot later on, and make sure that if it is outside the bounds of the display, it should be removed. Now currently we are just checking from below, because all the enemies are going towards the the bottom of the screen, but shots could go to up, right, left as well. So we'll have to address that, but for now let us just see our blue enemies. So let's go to our stage 3, and actually let me copy these guys and put them at the very beginning with the time 0 and see how they do. Time 0, 0. Okay, and what's the speed? I'll make the speeds kind of slow. 140. I want them to be slow because I want to test things here. So let us run, and hopefully they should shoot you. Okay, go. Okay. Okay, so you can see these two shots, but it is not working well. So they are shooting things, but this is horrible. Okay. Uh, let's go here. Java. Okay. Sorry. Tan. Inverse. Okay, how do I find the inverse of tangent of a line? Okay, so math 2 degrees. So what do we have? Oh, so this is radiant? Interesting. So I might need to do that. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Okay. Very interesting. So where is the blue enemy? Where is the blue enemy? There you go. So instead of this, go here. So this needs to be what? dy divided by dx. Okay, and put a semicolon there. So let's see if this solves the problem. Go. Okay, so they are shooting towards me. The shots are very slow, but you can see that they are moving towards the player. Okay, so we already succeeded in doing what we wanted to do. So check them. So the first one is going to touch me, and okay, so this is the first one. That's good. The second shot. Awesome. Okay, now how cool is that? Now what we need to do is something else. Let's go to the blue enemy. We just need to say also es.absolute speed equals 400 units. So now let's see. Go. Okay, so this is much better. Okay, so now you could feel the danger. Not only that, now the timer, instead of 2, I'll make the timer 0.5. So each half a second they will attack you. Okay, so now let's see. Go. This is awesome. Okay, come on. Oh, this is hard. Okay, hard to avoid. Anyway, since you cannot move up, this is bad. Now we will add a few other things in order to prevent something like that. So I will just say and in addition to that, the value of y, okay, or this dot y is greater than 0.2f. And the reason for that, I don't want the enemy to be low at the screen and keep attacking you, because you will get shots from behind and it is very hard for you to maneuver because you could only move left and right. So I will just show you that. So now these guys are attacking here so far. Okay. And it doesn't seem that it worked. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway. So if shot time Yeah, something like that. Let's see again. Go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. I'm using the absolute value. Sorry, I shouldn't use the normalized value. So here I would say virtual, sorry, is greater than G01 game dot virtual height divided by 5. Okay. Now the reason or the logic for that is, you know, so if you split the height to 5 strips, if you reach the lowest one, I don't want the enemy to be able to shoot at you. Yeah. Okay. So you can see that they stopped at a specific point. That's good. That's good. So let me also change this to 0.1 and see what. So now 10 shots per second. Now this is going to be very intense now. Okay. 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 You notice that, right? So it seems that at a specific angle or at a specific location, the direction of the shot changes. So now here you can see accurate. Now this is totally wrong. This is totally the other way around. So I might need to reverse the values here, if that makes sense. So here, what do we do? I would just say, I think it has to do with dx. So if dx is greater than 0, then do this, else I will just use the negative of dx here, and let's see what could we get now. Come on, dude. Oh no. Oh no. So instead of greater than, I'll use smaller than. Okay. Let's see. Let us see now. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so maybe I need to reverse, yeah. So if this one's smaller, okay, not sure. Should I put a negative sign here instead? This is very correct. It is the same thing here. It is the same thing here. Okay, it is the same thing here. I'm not doing any change here, right? So yeah. Yeah, I am bad at math, and because of that I am having this problem. Okay, so far so good, but now you could see, yeah, so it needs to happen. Interesting. Maybe I could do something different here. So I could do or add 180, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Maybe this will solve the problem. Okay, so let's run this. Good, 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 good. And now it is working perfectly. Okay. Now, so we fixed that. That's good. And also, what we want to do instead of, yeah, so this one is greater than 2 multiplied by, you know, 2/5 here. Okay, so let's run this. Hopefully they will stop earlier here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. They should stop now. That's good. So we managed to do it. That's fine. Okay, now in addition to that, let's go to the stage now. Where is our should I make this? I will make this 0.2 or 0.3. Don't want to make them too intense. And also the speed of this one is gonna be 400, maybe make it 500 units. Okay, so now let's go and now run. So let's see. Wow. Okay, see that I didn't have enough time. Make it 300. Oh no, no. Yeah, make it 500 as before, but the blue shot, where is the blue, or the enemy shot, I'm sorry, the enemy shot. Now the initial timer shouldn't be, where is that? Angle attack 1. Let me see. The enemy shot. What's the speed? Where did I set? Sorry, the timer. Oh, it's in the blue enemy. I'm very sorry about that. Getting confused already. So instead of using this one, I will use 0.3, the standard time here for the shot itself. So let's run. And go. Okay, that's good. So I think I'll make this, instead of 0.3, I'll make it 0.1. I'll put it back to its original value. And let's go, where's the other 0.3? Where is it? 0.1. Okay. So this enemy is gonna fly so fast and also shoot at you. Okay, that's good. Now maybe I'll make this 0.2. We don't want the enemy to be too difficult to kill. Okay, make it 0.4. Go. Okay, that's very good. I think that is very good. Not too much. You don't have too many bullets towards you, so you could do something about it. Okay, so now we have our enemy. Let's go to stage 3, and instead of adding this enemy here, let's go push down. So this enemy is going to be down here. So instead of 2, we will just use one enemy absolutely at 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 and going towards 0.5. There you go. So we will only have one guy, and then we will have a group of red enemies. Okay, a group of red enemies, and that will be at time 18, 18, 18, 18, and finally we will have another one at time 18. Okay, and but instead of 0.5 I'll use it at 0.2. Towards the center, and I will add another one that will go from 0.8 towards the center. Okay, and that will be stage 3. So let's save that and let us run. Go. Okay. So this one is working fine. Come on. The oscillating enemy is really hard to shoot, but anyway. Okay, we killed one, that's good. One red enemy has been killed. Good. Okay, so our friend here is attacking us. And now we get these two guys, that's good. So you are forced to, you know, avoid them at any cost. Now the thing that we must pay attention to is that when a shot goes beyond the display settings, it should kill itself right away. We already have the code that do that. You know, if it goes below the display, so we'll do something about that. So let me go to the enemy shot. Where is the enemy shot? This is the enemy shot, right? Where is the update part? Update. So here all I have to say is that if this dot x is smaller than 0, or this dot x greater than g01 dot virtual width, okay, or this dot y is more than 0, or this dot y is greater than g0 in game dot virtual height. So if it is outside the current display, I would just say this dot y equals minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus million. And since we check that if the spaceship is below minus something, minus 100 or something like that, it should kill itself right away. Okay, so let me run this. Oh no, and it should do no problem at all. So let's start the game. Okay, good. Now one thing I need to add to the game as well is you know, something for the scores. You want to give scores for the, there you go. That's fine. Okay. We could add the score. Maybe we'll do this next episode. Okay, so right now we managed to create an enemy that is attacking us, and you saw how we could make, you know, the bullets go towards the player. You just need to know delta x, delta y, and from that you figure out the from the delta x and delta y, you just need to figure out the angle using the arctangent function. Okay, and it seems that it was returning value of radians, so I just changed that to degree in order to solve the issue. So that will be all for today. Hopefully we will work on the score in the next video. So until then, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.